Now, one of the things that you must not try to do as an investor is to try and time the market or the share price of a certain stock. I mean, we have seen this quite a lot of people saying, I'm not going to buy stock X because it's too expensive, it's too high. But when that very same stock X comes down to the kind of level that you wanted to buy, you are like, no, it's going to tank further. I'm not buying this stock because this might mean that company is going down the drain, it's not going to do well, and before you know it, that stock heads up or shoots up in a way that you regret not taking the opportunity. So me, I have experienced this, and I experienced with a stock by the name of Nvidia. This is a stock that was trading over $1,000, and I remember I bought this stock when it was trading around 160. I had an average of 160 back in 2022. I did share on some of my social media platforms, but guess what? When this stock went from 160 to 320, I decided to sell the stock. Thought that was it with regards to Nvidia, but guess what I found out? Nvidia went to over $1,000 per stock, and I regret selling that stock. I regret because, to me, rather than looking at the current Nvidia's fundamentals, I opted to look or focus more on the share price, which is something that was not good. So lesson learned for me is that you need to focus more on the fundamentals of what, in terms of what the company is doing, the kind of revenues that they are generating, and the improvements that they are bringing into the company. Also, revenue improvements. You need to check that profitability, cash at hand. You need to check all those things, because as long as those things are continuing to grow, then it's the more where you are going to definitely see that company you are buying growing in terms of the share price. This is something that I have seen, this is something that I have learned, and therefore I'm not going to make the same mistakes. Whenever there is a stock I like buying, going tanking or share price dropping, if it is performing well, I use that as opportunities to scope more shares. If there are stocks that are trading so cheap, regardless of what the market might be seeing, as long as the fundamentals are well, earnings and the future prospects, in most cases, when I see a stock that I own going to 100%, I try to take some of the profits, lock, and look for other opportunities or buy other stocks. But that comes after I've reevaluated. It's just that the mistake I did with Nvidia was to sell everything, which, boy, I must say I regret, because before even the stock split, this stock was incredibly trading way higher at a much higher price than the price I bought it, or than my average purchase share price of $160 per stock. So yeah, stop timing the market, do your due diligence so that at least you have to make a precise decision. If you see a stock that you like with strong fundamentals tanking, use that tanking as opportunities to scope more shares, more holdings, because in the long term that stock will recover, and that will result into you generating some good profits or some good returns, which is why we are investing in the stock market for. So I always look for these kind of opportunities, which is why you've seen that some of the stocks that I talk about, even on my other channel, some people might think that maybe I'm too addicted or attracted to a certain stock because I talk a lot about it, but really it is because there is more potential, there is more value into investing into that stock because of what it can be or what it can turn out to be in the future. Same goes with some of the stocks that I discuss on this channel. There are stocks like ShopRite, which I personally believe that they will be valued way more than where they are currently trading at the moment. I mean, ShopRite, this week we saw it hitting yet another all-time high, but it is really because this company is doing absolutely great. They generate 10 billion rands each and every 15 days, which is something that is resulting in the companies doing so well, and therefore, because it is a company that continues doing well, revenues increasing, profitability getting better, it is expected to do well even when you look into the share price. So otherwise, I'm happy, I'm excited. I just thought I'd just give you this quick lesson that don't try to time the market. I mean, what made me do this video is that I saw a photo somewhere in the streets of social media of someone really complaining that they should have bought a stock when it was low, or they can't buy a stock because it's too expensive. Then it drops, they can't buy because they feel like it is just going to continue tanking, and then it recovers back to where they did not want to buy because it was too high, and they regret why they did not buy it when it dropped to that share price where it looked so cheap. And by the way, this picture was also making an example about Nvidia, which is why I thought I should just also share my Nvidia experience as to what happened. Do I regret not holding Nvidia to date? Yes, I do, but I think to me the very most important thing is that is a lesson learned, and I'll definitely not repeat it going forward. I mean, the stock market, it is a place where we get to learn all these things, and experience is the best teacher. So kindly tell me if you have experienced this, and what is it that you took away from the experience. Otherwise, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos. If you think that this video was amazing, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me. I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.